everyone, it's Madison. I'm building a new nail rack and I call this adult Deco Den style. And I'm going to cut them myself, the pieces myself, instead of taking them to, like a Home Depot or Lowe's or something like that and letting them do them. I want to cut my pieces myself so that I can get better at cutting things and making them plumb and straight. So I'm going to just do them because I like them and I enjoy them. And so I hope you guys enjoy them too. And I hope you get something out of this, my tutorial. Thanks.
I purchased a 2x4 flat piece of birchwood for the backing. I'm measuring it to cut into 3 pieces because I know I'll be making more, so I'm just cutting them now. I'm cutting them 14 by 3/4 inches wide, and I'm measuring from the edge to the inner part of the board because that's just the way it's lying on my table. Then I made marks to cut the board. So next I'm going to cut my back pieces using my Dremel saw. You can watch my video on using the saw. I'm using the miter guide that came with it to help keep it straight. As straight as I can. Yeah, so it works pretty well to guide you and keep it from getting all crooked. So I cut the back. There was some rough edges, so I just, file them down, or you can use sandpaper. I'm measuring for the frame. These pieces measure from, 2x4 as well, so I needed 2 pieces for the side of the frame. Then I cut 6 pieces for the shelves at 14 3/4 inches wide. I'm using a 2x4 guide to help keep that straight as well. It didn't come with my kit. They sell that separately, so I had to go get one, about $9. I don't always succeed in cutting my pieces plumb, so I had to file the edges down until the edges were straight. See the edges there? Just file them down until they, pretty much meet what you need them to meet. So, yeah. I measured the shelves for the back of the rack. I used my tallest bottle of polish to measure how high my shelves will be. Then I marked it. I needed to measure 6 shelves to attach to the back. And so next I put wood glue to hold the shelves together while I nailed them to the back. I marked on the side where the nails from the back of the frame will meet the shelves so that I can nail them in together. So I'm using an electric nailer, which would be awesome if it worked well. This particular one didn't work well. It's by Arrow. I had to hammer the nails the rest of the way in. Quite disappointing. I will be taking this little sucker back. It just saved time on nailing. I got great reviews on one by DeWalt. I want that one. So I'll be getting that one at some point in time. And I'd like to get a pneumatic one, but the air compressor is too loud for my apartment, so I can't have that just yet. So before I painted the frame, I laid out my elements to see how they would look. Then I painted the frame. So once the frame got dry, I painted, once it got dry, I decided to add a lip to the top of it so that I can give it some depth to, where I can lay my elements on it so they can be better displayed. So I had to paint that part as well. So now don't forget to paint that piece. You add something later, obviously. So this is the super fun part. I used clear silicone to attach my elements, so I needed to clear the rhinestones the brilliance to shine through, so that's why I use clear. White wouldn't exactly work because then the background would be white. So I use clear silicone and I just spread it all over, and it took a minute to spread all that. And I used my little spatula to smooth it out and get it all over the entire frame, actually, the shelves, and so. And then now I just added my elements on it. I'm still spreading it at the, I use the spatula, as you can see, I'm spreading it all over it. Just went all over it. And started adding my pieces, what I wanted on there. And yeah, it sticks really well too. Once it's down, you got only a little bit of time to play with it. Yes, I always sweep up my excess glitter and I rebottle it. So I'm using everything. So this is the finished look. Once the silicone dries, I let it dry overnight, and it became clear, and you can see the elements better. These are my little added glitter pieces, my rhinestones, my diamonds. Yeah, things that I thought would represent and would be really, really cute for this project. Those are the pieces that I bought, and I found them all at Michael's or Hobby Lobby, Hancock, everywhere. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed my nail rack. Thanks.